slain, pulled them from their horses and killed them as they're trying to get across the river. Killed more as they're scrambling up and falling all over each other, trying to get away up the steep bluffs. Reno gets to the top of the bluffs, about 4 miles from where you're sitting here, 4.5 miles. As soon as he gets to the top of the bluffs, and again, that's bluffs are behind that mountain. You can see about 3 miles out yonder, about a mile or so past that. Reno gets to the top of the bluffs. 40 of his men have been killed. Benteen comes riding up. Benteen has received urgent orders to join Custer immediately. The final message from Custer reads, Benteen, come on, big village, be quick. Bring packs, P.S. Bring packs, the ammunition packs. But Reno said, my God, Benteen, you got to stop and help me. I've lost half my men. Benteen does stop. For the next hour and change, Reno and Benteen seem paralyzed by indecision. A lot of the men say they hear heavy gunfire coming from this direction. Reno and Benteen said they didn't hear anything, or very little. Finally, after the pack train arrives, only then, very half-hearted, disjointed effort made to ride to the sound of the firing. The soldiers get again to those twin peaks about 3 miles out yonder. All they see, billowing clouds of dust and gun smoke. Warriors are riding around shooting at something on the ground. Warriors spot the soldiers, they attack them. The soldiers fall back to their original position. They form a defensive perimeter and dig in. They're held under siege for almost 24 hours after Custer and his command are wiped out, till finally, late in the afternoon, the village is seen picking up, moving south toward the Bighorn Mountains. So the Battle of the Little Bighorn is over. But what happened to Custer? Where was Custer? Now, I freely acknowledge, ladies and gentlemen, when you talk Custer's movements from here on in, absolute certitude is not to be had. There's mountains of evidence, but much of it's contradictory. Nevertheless, what I think may have happened is this. Custer has 5 companies under his immediate command, 210 men altogether. Now, he leads his men, his 5 companies, down a drainage we call Medicine Tail Coulee, down toward the north end of the village. He never crosses the river. He's met with some resistance. There's a few casualties. He then withdraws, and all 5 companies gather one final time at a place we call Calhoun Hill. And you follow the ridge right in front of you. Follow it all the way out till the end. You see some bushes there about where the peak of the ridge is. That, about 200 yards beyond that, out of your sight line, that's Calhoun Hill. That is where, in my opinion, Custer makes the fatal mistake, splitting his command once too often. He leaves 3 companies, 120 men, we call it the right wing, as a rear guard and a beacon for Benteen. He leaves them on Calhoun Hill. Custer then takes the remaining 2 companies, 80 men, 90 if you count the 10-man command staff, ride behind the ridge here. They sweep down, they go down to the river down below you here. Some historians believe Custer did that to try to find a good place to ford the river, but other historians believe Custer's battle plan by this time involves trying to round up, remember, women, children, non-combatants down there, to try to round some of them up to use as hostages, human shields. He knows that warriors aren't going to attack hostages and hurt their own loved ones. That would leave soldiers free to burn and destroy the village, kill thousands of ponies. Now, any of you folks here from either the former Confederate states or any Civil War buff around here? You are? Okay, what happened when Union General William Tecumseh Sherman got to Atlanta? What did he do?
Burned it.
He burned it to the ground, right? Then what did he do?
Kept going.
Marched the sea, right? Going like a swarm of locusts through a cornfield. Am I right? Okay. Total warfare, scorched earth policy, Sherman's idea.